You find out when you are 4 years old. That is when most children find out. A quirk usually manifests sometime before your 4th birthday. A sudden burst of flame from your hands, an unexpected float off the ground, eyes that can see through walls, something, anything. The whole world is waiting for that moment. Your parents are waiting. Your grandparents are waiting. Your entire social circle, the kids at daycare, the neighbors who peek over the fence, everyone already knows what kind of world this is, and they are all quietly watching to see what you can do. And then the doctor looks at your X-ray. He looks at your pinky toe. He explains, gently but clearly, that you have 2 joints in that toe instead of 1. 1 joint means a quirk is developing. 2 joints means the body is more streamlined, a vestige of older human biology, the anatomy of someone who will not be developing powers. Your parents try to hide their expressions. They do not fully succeed. You are 4 years old and you have just learned that in a world where 80% of people have superpowers, you are in the 20% who do not. You are quirkless. And in the world of My Hero Academia, those 2 words follow you everywhere like a second name. Because here is what being quirkless actually means in this society. It does not just mean you cannot fly or generate electricity or harden your skin. It means you are visibly, publicly, undeniably at the bottom of a hierarchy that nobody officially acknowledges but that everyone instinctively understands. Quirks are not just abilities. They have been absorbed into identity, into status, into the quiet but constant social calculus of who matters and who does not. Children figure this out faster than adults would like. By the time you are in elementary school, you already know exactly where you stand. Izuku Midoriya knew. His childhood friend Bakugo, who could already produce explosions from his palms, made sure he knew. The bullying in this world is not random cruelty. It is the cruelty of a hierarchy expressing itself through the people who happen to be at the top of it. So by the time you are old enough to consider applying to UA High School, the most prestigious hero training institution in Japan, the school that produces the pro-heroes who keep this world functional, you already have a decade of being told, in various ways, that this is not for you. That the heroics track is not a place for someone with no quirk. That the entrance exam, which involves fighting and destroying enormous robots to accumulate points, is a physical impossibility for someone with nothing but a human body and whatever they have managed to build into it. But you apply anyway. Here is what the entrance exam actually looks like. You arrive at UA with hundreds of other applicants, most of whom have already spent their entire lives developing and training quirks that range from useful to devastating. You are given a briefing. You enter a simulation zone. Enormous mechanical robots appear. 0-pointers, 1-pointers, 2-pointers, 3-pointers, all worth different scores. And you have 10 minutes to accumulate as many points as possible by defeating them. The robots are built for quirk users. Their design assumes you have something to fight with. A fire quirk can melt through their joints. A strength enhancement quirk can simply punch through their chassis. Even a subtle quirk like controlling small objects might find creative applications. You have your body, you have your brain, you have whatever training you have put yourself through in the years leading up to this moment, knowing it would never be enough but doing it anyway. And yet, even if you somehow manage to pass the entrance exam, the first exercise your homeroom teacher Aizawa, known as the Hero Eraserhead, runs is a quirk assessment test. Every student demonstrates their quirk's maximum output in a series of physical challenges. The ball throw, the 50-meter dash, the grip strength test. Everyone's quirk activates and the numbers are extraordinary. When it is your turn, you throw the ball as far as a human arm can throw a ball. You run the 50 meters as fast as human legs can carry you. Your numbers are, by the standards of this class, deeply ordinary. Aizawa looks at you. He does not expel you. He has seen enough in his career to know that the ability to survive this environment is not always the same as the ability to demonstrate a spectacular number on day 1. But surviving this environment is genuinely its own challenge. Because UA does not slow down for you. The combat training will pit you against classmates with reality-altering abilities. The rescue exercises will put you in physical danger without the protective buffer of a quirk that can absorb impact or regenerate damage. The villain simulations are designed around the assumption that every student has some supernatural capacity to fall back on when things go wrong. You do not have that buffer. What you have is an understanding of your situation that is, in a strange way, clearer than almost anyone else in that building. Every other student has the luxury of believing, at least partially, that their quirk will save them when things get serious enough. You have always known that nothing is going to save you except what you build with your own hands. That knowledge is uncomfortable. It is also, when you look at it clearly, one of the most powerful things a person can carry into a crisis. The heroes who change the world in My Hero Academia are not always the ones with the most spectacular quirks. Eraserhead's ability to cancel other people's quirks is powerful but not flashy. Midnight's quirk works on humans but not robots. Present Mike's is devastating in open spaces and almost useless in enclosed ones. Every quirk has a situation where it fails. Every quirk user has a moment where their power is not enough, and what remains is just the person underneath it. For you, every situation is that situation. And so you have spent your entire life building the person underneath, because that person was always all you had. That is not a disadvantage. That is, if you let it be, the most honest education in heroism that this world can offer.